in your mind that tablet device, or let's keep it simple, a smartphone. So in the current world in which I operate, if I want to use that smartphone for that fabulous content that our old friend in Walsall wanted, the one thing I can't do with that smartphone anymore is make phone calls. I can't browse, I can't do anything. I can't do that because it's locked down, because of interpretations of things like medical device directives. So I want to leave you with a bit of a challenge, that if this is going to work as a business model, if it really is going to scale to 3 million people, in other words, there'd be a pull economy rather than being pushed upon a smaller number who need it. I want to see if you guys can help me reconcile those two worlds, because if you're on the left-hand side, those are sort of words that you would normally hear. Very constricted process control world, and it needs to be evidence. You need referrals from clinicians and physicians. And I want to be in that right-hand side world. So, for example, how would I use my smartphone, tablet, TV, whatever it's going to be, to track my diabetes? And then use that information cooperatively with my GP? And how will you transcend those barriers that come with that in terms of secure hosting of data, all of the regulatory initiatives that go with the health sector, with lockdown of certain devices? Crack that problem, you solve 2020, maybe even Greece will survive, I don't know. But there's a serious challenge there. So I think there's lots of opportunities, there's lots of disruption, and I think there's ultimately a convergence with the creative sectors. Thank you.
So, any questions, burning questions? Stop now.
Hi, it's not so much a question, it's just the fact that actually I come from the visual effects side of things a bit, and the whole kind of motion capture side, it was actually having all these issues for years. You know, that all of that technology started off as gait analysis. The people that made the equipment believed that it was sacrosanct, that that's what the patient did, that's what had to happen, and everything. But actually, it's all now used for, you know, for doing creative characters, and actually all the software allows you to actually manipulate the data and change things all around. So that kind of, you know, I think the reality is there are quite a lot of devices and things where actually there are these kind of, you know, two different slightly vying issues which actually come together. And I think it's more just the fact that there has to be more of a recognition of the fact that you say that it's not. I mean, I think the worst thing about that is that the health service likes to be a big bureaucracy which is managing outputs, and the kind of creative industries are actually something which are actually just managing what they want things to look like. And it seems to me that there are some examples where that's already come together, and perhaps can be drawn on a bit more.
A great example, and if you look at the biggest challenge in social care and telecare is this whole thing around fall detection. And there were various experiments with visual recognition and solutions to that. I'd love to explore that further, but what I'd love to think is, when you find the right solution that really does work reliably, that you don't have to look at a 3-year randomised control trial on the end of it before it gets deployed to the market. I guess is the puzzle I'm posing here.
One more question.
Hi, my name's Brian Taylor from Pixel. I recently attended a MediLink seminar in Birmingham, and I was horrified to find, and I'm a startup, so Tunstall being around for 50 years is great. But I was horrified to find out that in order to take something up nationally within the NHS, it generally took a gestation period of 25 years. So my business isn't in the long run. But having said that, the engagement with firms like yourself with disruptive technologies, you have all of that is important. The second point, in terms of addressing that, your own device, it's like taking your own device to work, and we're having that problem in industry now. But we keep getting hit by weird and wonderful EU directives like cookie law. I attend privacy seminars, government level, and all sorts of stuff. People know what they want to give, yet we're being institutionalised not to be allowed to give that information. And I think there's a huge government a policy change that needs to take place. Have you got any comments on that?
Yeah, I guess it's almost a comment of desperation in a sense. I wonder whether the governments ever will get their head around this, or the disruption actually be put in the hands of the consumer and reinforce that change.
Great. Thank you very much, Steve.
Thank you.